So this is just a little update regarding the batteries. One of the subscribers commented that that as they become fully charged, they could go severely out of balance. One or more cells could go badly over voltage. So I'm actually supervising them just now, and they seem to be in balance reasonably well just now. There doesn't seem to be too bad a difference between them. And we're putting in 11 amps, so usually you'd stop the charge. I think it's 0.01 times the capacity of the battery, so in that case for me it'd be about 4 amps. But they're not quite fully charged yet, they've still got a bit to go. But the balancers are beginning to do their thing. So that's the voltages just now. They're a little bit out of balance, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad once I bring them up to 3.6. So, as G Young, the guy who commented, predicted, they have gone quite a bit out of balance. So just as well I'm here to supervise them. So, as you can see, there is a fair bit of difference. So, what I'll probably do is just put some loads on the battery just to keep them down until, to keep the voltages down until the sun goes down. And then what I'll do is just charge them slowly off the mains, and then balance them all at 3.6 per cell. And then I think that will be it. The balancers should be able to keep up after that. And then what I'll do is I'll lower the charging voltage just to 3.4 per cell for the rest of the life of the battery. And then if any cells do become slightly out of balance, well, they've got a large safety headroom there. So that one there is actually almost at 3.6. And I'll verify that these meters are actually within 0.01 of a volt. They are actually pretty accurate. The older ones weren't. Like this is an older one, and that would be 0.04 volts out. But these newer ones, they're from Hobby King, they're pretty good. Especially when you get those bigger resistors on them. So I've decided to change my balancing method. Rather than setting these to balance mode, I've set them to discharge mode. Because if I set it to balance mode, it seems that this bank of cells is actually lower than this one, so I'll probably never get this side up to the correct voltage. So now I've set it to whenever any of the cells go to 3.6, well, I'll go to 3.61, then it'll try and discharge that cell, as you just saw there. And that's a better way to do it. So that discharge method will keep this side low while this side catches up. But I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is I'll use this charger here. I'm just going to have to make an adapter up so I can connect to this pack, and then this will let me charge it safely for my initial charge. But I'm just making use of the sun until it goes down. It's 1.1 kilowatt hours we've made so far today, and that's all just been put into this battery. And I put 600 watt hours in it last night, so the battery must have been close to empty when I received it. Okay, so that's been an absolute nightmare. One of the balancers broke, so I've had to replace it. What happened was I was measuring voltages and I caught something against the LCD and it's blown the LCD driver, so I had to swap over another one. And what I noticed was I was able to get them all top balanced at 3.6 per cell. They're all balanced up reasonably well. And then when I took the charge off, they all appeared to go somewhat out of balance. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. And I have been verifying it all with a multimeter. But the issue is with this one, for some reason, whenever it puts a load on the cells, all the other voltages seem to change. So I've set my balance voltage limit to 3.4, so if they're below 3.4 per cell, the balancing won't take place. And I've done that on both of them. And I've set my charging voltage to 3.45 per cell. But it seems to me that the one on the right hand side here, the right hand set of cells, took quite a bit longer to balance. They took longer to get up to voltage, so maybe they're from a different batch. They've all got numbers on them. Some of them seem older than, or have got a bigger number than others. So another thing I need to do is also put a heater in the bottom of this. It'll be like maybe a 10 watt heater, so that in winter it's just going to keep the batteries heated to about 5 Celsius. And this box is somewhat insulated as well. It's got foam around them, so if these batteries are 0 degrees or below, you'll damage them if you try and charge them. So yeah, I'm still not too sure about this right hand set of cells. They seem to be it seems to be a little bit of a struggle to get them into balance, but only time will tell with that one really. As I said, I could maybe rearrange them, swap some of the balance cells over to this side and vice versa, and should hopefully be able to get a balance back. So I'm loading them now with the grid tie inverter, so it's basically behaving like a Tesla Powerwall feeding back into the house. So I'm just trying to figure out what voltage I should actually set it to cut off at. I'll have to be a voltage under load obviously. With Lifepo4 having such a flat discharge curve, I need to choose a voltage where I could get a decent amount of energy back, but not fully discharge the batteries. So I'm trying to figure out what voltage to set on this to cut the grid tie inverter off at, so it doesn't fully discharge the batteries. And then I'll have to choose a voltage which it'll come back on at, and hopefully I won't be going on and off as frequently as with the lead acid batteries, because lead acid batteries, I find their voltage would change quite rapidly, but because these have such a low internal resistance, the voltage doesn't jump around as much. So I think I still need to play a bit with my set points, because I just switched that on there and I hardly took anything out. So I need to choose maybe a lower voltage, maybe 3.2 per cell or less. So about 25.6 volts roughly is a good voltage for the inverter to turn off at. That means we're getting some energy out of the batteries, but not all. But a strange issue has just happened, which has never happened before. Now the grid tie inverter interferes with the power line networking adapters. It never used to, but now it is. So when the grid tie inverter is on, I don't have any communication with the shed at all. And this has never happened before, so I don't know. So I'm going to switch the inverter off right now. Then immediately it resets and then the green lights come back on. So I don't know. There's been a lot of weird stuff happening today.